Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Hangout live stream, the final episode. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Ursham, at the Horror Corner. Joining us this evening will be the return of Horrific Nightmares JM, the Horror Miser Monty G, Dave Maggot, Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies, Jen and Christian from Jen's Reviews from the Grave, and Hellhound from the HorrorMetal channel. So we're going to have a great episode for you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. All right, I'm just going to check and make sure that we are live. So bear with me, folks. Okay, I do see myself on YouTube there, so I know we are live. So welcome everybody to the Horror Hangout live stream, the final episode. And I know that's kind of sad to say, because I am going to be slowing down a little bit on YouTube. I'm not going to be putting out quite as much content. I have to focus on some other areas of my personal life. And I'm not going to have time to commit to these live streams anymore, unfortunately. But I just want to let everyone know I really do enjoy doing these, and it's been an incredible time. It's been an incredible run, and I love all of my subscribers. So thank you so much for watching the Horror Hangout live stream all this time. To all my subscribers, my fellow YouTubes, my co-stars on the Horror Hangout, of course. And welcome, everybody. We're going to have a great final show. We're going to go out with a bang. We got all kinds of great topics for you guys. And we got Jen's Reviews from the Grave in the chat. What's up, Jen? I'm going to be sending you guys the invites now to join me in the Horror Hangout live stream. So I'm going to send out the mass emails. Start with Bronco Juggalo here. So bear with me for a little bit, guys, as I get this thing going and get some people up in here. All up in my grill. What's up, Bronco Juggalo? Horrific Nightmares JM. I see you guys in the chat. And soon I'll be seeing you on the screen. Hopefully. Can you guys hear me okay out there, everybody in YouTube land? Can you hear me all right? Because I know last time I had a little bit of a trouble with the audio. So hopefully we'll have no issues this time with the final episode and all. That would suck. Hopefully we won't have any issues today. All right, got Dave Maggot in there. Okay. Hellhound from the HorrorMetal channel. Get him in there. And then I'll, post the link in the Horror Hangouts chat on Messenger, of course. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got to get Horrific Nightmares JM because he's going to be back in the house. The original gangster who starred in our first ever show. And so did Bronco Juggalo. He's been here the whole time, I must say. All right, I think that I got everybody. I always like to go on early and get all these invites out of the way. The official start time is 6 o'clock, of course. All right, Bronco Juggalo, HorrorMiser, Dave Maggot, Hellhound. And Jen, I believe, gets it from the Facebook. So, all right. All right, so sent out the big mass email. Now I'm going to send the link. of this page to Facebook Messenger. All right.
What's up, brother?
All right, so I just posted the link in the Facebook Messengers chat for everybody.
Yeah, should be.
Bear with me for a second, guys. Hey, welcome back, Horrific Nightmares JM, to the show. Welcome.
What's up, brother?
Hi, everybody.
In a while, guys. All right. Welcome, Jen and Christian, to the Horror Hangout.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome, Juggalo. All right, I don't hear any sound issues this time, so I think we're good. We got Cringy in the chat. welcome to the show, Cringy.
Hi, Cringy.
Hi.
All right, so we're missing then Dave Maggot and HorrorMetal.
Here's Monty.
Hello, hey,
Still got about 10 minutes.
Hi, Monty.
What's up, everyone?
And there's HorrorMetal. What's up, Monty?
Pretty good. Pretty good day today.
That's good.
Good. Glad to hear that. Well, before we get started, I just want to thank you all for joining me for the Horror Hangout live stream, our final episode. And thank you all for being a part of the show for so long. I know Jason was a part of, and so was Bronco Juggalo. And it's been great having all you guys, having Jen and Christian, and HorrorMetal Monty G, of course. It's been a great run. I just want to say thank you all. Love you guys. And thank you very much.
Love you, brother.
We love you too.
Oops.
What's up, Makeup Stunt Productions in the chat? How you doing? What's up, Brad?
What's going on, Sean? What's up, guys?
How you doing?
All right, Brad. Brad.
I had to run for an emergency before we started.
Uh-oh.
You okay?
What do you say? Yeah, I took my flex.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that kind of emergency.
Yeah, but I talk about when I got back from getting the ice cream.
I found out my surgery is on the 11th.
I got my flexies.
Oh.
So until they get that done, sometimes I just have to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a stay of execution.
So how you doing health-wise, Brad?
Pretty good. My surgery, I went to the doctor yesterday, and my surgery is on the 11th.
Good. I hope that all goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's got their TV on real loud?
I know. I just turned mine down. Here's Dave. What's up, Dave?
Hey, Dave Maggot's in the house. What's up, Dave? What's happening? Welcome to the final ever Hangout live stream. So we got about 10 minutes, guys. Anything, a burning desire you want to talk about?
I just posted my Slashback Saturday review.
Which one? It's on.
What movie?
I decided to come out of left field, and I did the movie Audition.
Ooh.
Great movie.
Oh,
Great movie.
Right.
good one there.
All
I just finished filming my Happy Death Day to You video. I just got to edit and render it.
Nice.
The new movie or the first one?
No, the new one.
What did you think of it?
Did you like it, Monty?
I enjoyed it. It's a little different, but I did enjoy it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dave and I were talking about it yesterday. I
still
haven't heard a lot
seen
of
the
good.
first one.
Yeah, because I can see why some people might not have liked it. But I still enjoyed the movie despite the subtle changes that they did in this one.
I heard it has some sci-fi elements.
Yeah, it does.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a lot of sci-fi.
Yeah, I
films.
still haven't seen. Jen and Christian, did you guys see the new movie Death Day to You?
Not yet. We had the opportunity to go see it, but we went to go see The Prodigy instead. And what people are saying it's mob, but we actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's not a masterpiece or anything, but if you go with the right spirit, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think y'all the only two might have liked it because most people didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there are issues. The quality is very there, but
Yeah, very
it's
particular.
fun. It's fun. Yeah. And it really pays homage to
Hey,
another
Jen,
movie.
Christian, you guys are coming in a little blurry. I don't know if it's just me or not.
On the video?
Yeah, on the video.
Yeah, on the video, you're coming in a little
A
blurry.
little bit.
Okay.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Christian's going to do his magic.
I can hear you guys all right.
Yeah, I hear them fine. Yeah, they're just coming in a bit blurry.
Jason, my brother, welcome back, bro. I'm so glad to have you back on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's been going on, Jason?
Virtual hug, Jason. Virtual hug.
Take a bow.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Glad to be here.
The only one we're waiting on is Hellhound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I fix it, by the way?
Maybe he thought it was 7 again. He must have thought
Still a
it was
little
7
blurry.
o'clock again.
Oh, weird.
Try it one more time.
Yeah, I'm going to clean it one more time. Let's see. Hopefully that should fix it.
I don't know.
What the heck is that?
It looked like a shirt.
No, it's a camera claw, a lens claw.
Did it help any or still blurry?
A little bit.
A little bit.
You're a little better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little better.
Hold on. That's...
So did any of you guys...
Got 3 minutes left. We got in the chat. Make them some production.
While we're here, I want to thank Dave for really carrying the Child's Play 2 review yesterday through all my technical difficulties.
Oh.
Good job, Dave. I watched some of that. That was enjoyable.
Indeed.
I hope it was good. I mean, I was a little worried because I kept cutting out. I was rewatching it and I was like, man, I just don't know how good this is going to be.
Hey, Dave.
Yep.
Is there anything else I can send you? Because you heard that When a Stranger Calls Back is now getting a Blu-ray release, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
2 for 2.
Cool.
I like it, actually.
That's so,
Me too.
that's
First
so
it was
funny,
cutting class,
guys,
and
because
now
I was
it's
just
finished.
watching that the other day.
Oh, I know. We like predict when they're coming out on Blu-ray.
And The Seduction.
Hey guys, wasn't that weird? And When a Stranger Calls Back, when the guy is doing like stand-up comedy and the black like makeup and the
Yeah.
the doll has no face.
I couldn't tell you because I still haven't seen that movie.
It's
Pretty
awesome.
weird.
I haven't seen the first one yet.
Uh,
It's a remake, right? The remake of the original.
No, it's a sequel.
No, it's a sequel. It came out in 90.
Well,
Do
no,
I?
I mean
Yeah.
what I mean is the sequel is a
It's a-
sequel to a remake, isn't it?
No, it's a sequel to the
no,
original.
the original.
Sequel to the original.
Yeah.
The remake. Yeah.
70 something.
It still had Carol Kane in it,
And Charles Durning.
Mhm.
right?
And Jill Schulen.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
they did not
Very
make
good, very good, Dave.
yeah they did not make a sequel to the remake yet.
Thank
Oh, okay.
God.
So the
Probably
sequel
wasn't good enough.
is to the original then.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Not
the
compared to like the
Alright.
Fog.
remake wasn't that bad.
The
It was
remake's
like a-
kind of like
wasn't
the
it?
first
I mean,
10 minutes.
you had the voice of Lance
And
Henriksen, so how you can go wrong with that?
I've heard a
It
lot
was
of
just
good
one-
about the remake, but I haven't seen it.
Just on like one part, really, the beginning.
Dave, I love your hat.
Thank you.
Very cool hat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Matt Fisher was over a second ago and he put it on my head and said, wear it. And I said, okay.
Straight pimp.
Hey, so well actually Dave, I got a question, but I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Hey, Dave, I got some news for you.
You do?
The Scarecon, have you heard Heather Lange there?
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm going.
Nice.
We got 9 people
Can't wait.
watching, but either is anybody talking in the chat or is my chat just frozen?
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
no, I don't think anybody's
it.
talking.
Come on,
Pat
people,
just came
start
in.
talking.
Yep, and there is Hellhound.
Hellhound is here.
Pat,
Hellhound has arrived.
The Cerberus has arrived.
All right, the gang's all here.
Ooh. Hey, Sean and
All right,
Hellhound, if we do
everybody,
a
so Horror Hangout live in the final episode. Welcome, Dave Maggot. Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies.
what's up, y'all?
Hellhound on the HorrorMetal channel. Horrific Nightmares JM. Jen and Christian from Jen's Reviews from the Grave. The Horror Miser Monty.
Yep.
Well, all right, so we got some great topics, you guys. First, I want to say, yeah, it's kind of sad. This is going to be the last one. And yeah, I got to slow down a little bit on YouTube. I have some personal stuff to take care of. But I want to thank everyone. It's been such a great run. Thank you so much for joining me for these great episodes. And
Thanks for having us.
with that being said,
Well fun.
let's get to our free. I want to hear everyone's thoughts on the pet. Mr. Horror Miser started up.
Uh-oh. You cut out there, Sean.
Yeah, kind of.
Sorry. So the first topic is thoughts on the pets.
That cemetery trailer?
That Cemetery trailer.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the one reasons why I do not like trailers of today. They ruin the entire plot of the movie. But don't get me wrong, I'm still excited to see the movie because it does look like a darker version of what we had earlier today. So I'm still excited to see the movie. I'm just disappointed because that's a major plot reveal that we did not expect because it goes against the book and it goes against the first movie.
Yeah.
But it is intriguing to see how they're going to play it. So that's the one good thing. But I'm still, that's the reason why I don't like trailers of the day. But I'm still interested in seeing the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Because major plot point. They just give away way too much information.
Yeah.
That would have been better to see in a film, not in a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Jen and Christian, what do you guys think about that?
Uh-oh. We lost
What
audio.
are your thoughts on the Pet Sematary?
I think they lost audio.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we lost it.
Yeah,
there for a
Sean,
bit.
we got you. It was just Jen and Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Cut out. Apologize. What our thoughts are in the Pet Cemetery. My favorite book from Stephen King. It is my favorite. It is actually where I started my journey with Stephen King. And when I love Mary Lambert, a film, I do. This new one, I'm really mad that they showed, like Monty said, I don't like that they gave us such a big reveal. I feel like it would have been a bigger impact if we were sitting in the movie theater. I don't like that. Another thing that they were talking about before we even heard any of the trailers is that it was going to be more faithful to the book. And there's a couple things they've showed in the trailers besides the one big obvious thing that they are like the mask. What is up with those masks? That was not in the book.
No, it's not in the book.
It's like, not to be a book Nazi, but that's not in the book. And I have a lot of hope for this movie, but I don't like the way they did the trailers. I don't even know how I feel about the big reveal yet. I just think it would have been better to see it in the thing. But I'm also very anticipated. Christian and I are going to be there opening night. We really are, have a lot of things, but I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, though. Christian, I'm sorry.
I'm so perplexed that they showed that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Why would you show such a, it's the Terminator thing all over again. You showed this big reveal in the goddamn trailer and it just ruins the entire movie. Like that would have been such a, like whether or not your feelings about the actual reveal and the big change thing, but it would have been such a cool thing to be seeing in the trailer or in the movie. And not having any idea that was going to happen, and then it just suddenly catches you off guard. Like, holy crap, we're in for something very different here. That would have been amazing, and they ruined that experience by showing it.
It lessened the impact
By a lot.
That's a great
What
point.
if they're pulling a Star Wars? What if they're not actually going to do any of that in the movie?
Do you think that's possible?
I can't imagine they.
You never know. You never know.
That's good, but I doubt it.
And I also am very curious because in the book, if you know, for the reveal, Ellie was the one that kind of had the connection with Pascal, and I think he's so young. I mean,
how are they going to do the whole Pascal thing if it's going to be in the one scene with Lewis? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious about a lot of things.
Hey, Queenie Todd's in the chat.
Oh,
Good luck with the women in horror thing, Queenie.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Mr. Horrific Nightmares JM, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go see it in the theaters.
Really?
I'm kind of disgusted with it now, and I'm going to wait till it comes out on DVD. There's other things this year that I would rather see rather than that, and I don't know, it just doesn't. When I watch the trailer, it just doesn't leave a good taste. So I'm kind of out on this one.
I agree with that 100%.
But
100% in agreement.
Not gonna waste your money, huh?
Nope.
no, I'll stick with the original.
Get that.
This one's
Hey,
gonna
yeah.
probably be a red box rental for
The
me.
Hellhound from
Yep,
HorrorMetal. What's up, man?
Well, yeah, I agree. They definitely gave away a big plot device. It's probably should have been shown in the trailer. However, I would have been really pissed off if I was sitting in the movie theater and I saw that they were going that angle, and I'd been pissed off for the rest of the experience. Maybe it was good that I got it out of the way early on, so I'm already like pissed off, and now I already know that I'm going to be pissed off instead of being surprised. I love John Lithgow. He's one of my favorite actors, but I don't know if he can top Fred Gwynn because he was just so iconic. The way he talked. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. It's just so well known. And as great as Lithgow is, and he's going to be great. I know he is. It'll be hard to. That was just such an iconic role. It'd be like replacing Robert Englund as Freddy, which it also wasn't a good idea. The kids with the masks is so ridiculous. Beating the drums, it's like they're saying, "We know we're in a horror movie. We're trying to be scary." That wasn't in the book. It's just there because it's a horror movie. They're trying to be scary. It's just stupid. There's no point in that. It does look closer to the book in some ways. I guess the Wendigo is actually going to be in it this time. Ellie being the one that comes back and not Gage. I'm glad they're going to do away with all the psychic bullshit because I never cared for that in the original. I feel like they were just trying to tell me what was going on. They were spoon feeding to me what was happening, telling me Pascal was a ghost. Okay, I got that. I figured out that he was a ghost. I didn't need somebody telling me that. I didn't need somebody telling me that it was a bad idea to bury Gage in the graveyard. I didn't need somebody explaining everything to me as I was seeing it before my eyes. I hated the psychic angle. I thought that was stupid. Ellie was so irritating in the original.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm really disappointed because Gage was such a, like in the book, he was such a mouthy, vulgar, crass, crude character. And I guess maybe if they do that with Ellie, it'd be okay. But I really wanted to see that. And we didn't see it in the original. It looks like we're not going to see it in this one either. But it looks close to the book in some ways. In other ways, I don't like all the additions. I don't like all the unnecessary crap that they added to it.
Yeah, because I heard
focused on making more faithful adaptation.
Yeah, I heard that one of the reasons that they wanted to do it this way is because they didn't want that crass, foul language coming from a little kid, and supposedly better coming from a child.
That's a good reasons.
10 to 13-year-old girl instead of a 6 or 7-year-old kid,
a toddler, or whatever. It'd be hard to do that, I guess, but it works in a book, but not necessarily in a movie. So I can understand that. So. I guess it's an okay change overall, but I don't know. It's still not going to be the definitive adaptation that I always wanted. But I'll still see it. I've got pretty good expectations. I got pretty high hopes for it. I'm a little mixed on the trailer, but I think I might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That thing with the mask reminded me of the Wicker Man, when they all wear the masks.
The kids in the mask is just ridiculous. The kids in the masks are stupid. Yeah. They're just there to look creepy, and there's no other reason for it. They're there to look creepy, and that's it. They're there because they're in a horror movie, and that's it. Dumb idea. I like Jason Clarke. I like John Lithgow. I think it might be good. It has potential. But it's like Terminator Genesis. Like the Terminator Genesis trailer, which gave away that John Connor was the villain, which also had Jason Clarke. What a coincidence! I'm going to avoid watching trailers of movies with him. They tend to give away the whole movie.
Yeah, I agree with Marty. You're never going to get a 100%. You never get 100% adaptation of a King novel or any type of source material.
I thought The Stand was really good. I thought that was a really good adaptation and pretty the original.
The original Pet Sematary was fairly close to the book. It followed it pretty closely. It was pretty faithful, but there was some things missing, like Judd Crandall's wife, and I don't think she's going to be in this one either.
Again,
you can't take a 1,000-page book and turn it into a 2-hour movie without cutting stuff out.
Yeah. However, if they're cutting stuff out, then they shouldn't be putting all these additions in as well. If they're able to subtract,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be able to add. They shouldn't be able to put all this other crap in. And instead of having the kids with the masks, they should have Judge Crandall's wife. Put more room for things that were from the book instead of things that have no place in the movie.
And Judge Crandall's
subtractions. I understand the subtractions, but there's no need for the additions. The additions are silly.
Absolutely.
Well, the kids with the masks with the drums is the only thing I like about the trailers.
You're like me, Dave. Because I actually like the kids because creepy kids just adds something to a horror movie. You know, that's just,
I guess there's a good reason for it. There's a good reason behind it. If there's a good explanation, then maybe it'll be good. It just seems like there's not a good reason other than they look creepy.
I think they're trying to compensate for the fact that they're not going to be anywhere near as creepy as Gage was in the original.
Exactly.
I know.
Zelda was freaking terrifying. Zelda scared the shit out of me in the original, and in this one it might be even scarier. Zelda scared the crap out of me.
I know, yeah.
I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I always thought they could have. I always thought they could have cut Zelda out of the original. I didn't see the point of her at all.
It would be scary. That was a scary.
It wasn't scary to me. I didn't think that was scary
it wasn't
at
really
all.
part of the story, but it wasn't really part of the story.
Yeah, it didn't have really any bearing on the story.
True.
It didn't. But it was
like a side story.
I guess because I just love when she sees her and she starts talking. That's what I love about the first one, when she starts talking and she looks creepy as shit and she starts talking about she's going to get you. Queenie's here.
Hey, Queenie.
What up, Queenie?
Hey guys.
Hi.
Give me a sec.
What's going on?
Oh, it's been a day.
Sorry to hear
Good
about
day.
live stream.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll make it better. It's fine.
Yep.
But anyway, welcome to the Horror Hangout live stream.
I am in your live stream. Taking over. You're gonna regret your
I feel
choice.
violated.
We can regret that. How come I see you though? I only see your.
Yeah, my cam's off. Just give me a sec.
Is it Brad's turn?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn? I didn't hear that.
Yes, it is, brother.
I do not like the creepy kids, but I've already said that. There's no point to them even being in the movie. A lot of people talk about how, like, in the original, it wasn't believable that Gage could lift the body. But you got to remember it was a supernatural thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I don't like that they've changed it from Gage to Ellie. That makes no sense at all. It totally takes away from it because to me as a parent, okay, all right, to lose either of my children would be terrible. But I think the losing the younger child that's so young he was in the movie made the impact that much more.
Yeah.
So I think that they're taking away from that now. And I wasn't really impressed with this since the first trailer. I think it's an unnecessary remake. I don't know if it's going to be terrible. I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not dead set against this one like I am Child's Play. But I don't think that...
more on that to come.
Yeah, more of that coming up too.
I'm also not the biggest... John Lithgow is a good actor, but I'm not the biggest John Lithgow fan. And I don't see him replacing or playing Judd at all. I just don't see it. I don't like it. I don't like the delivery of his lines. Even in the trailer at the end when he said sometimes dead is better, I was like, that just sounded like crap.
That sounds like he's phoning it in.
Yeah.
He might.
do a good job.
But I would think that he could pull it off. I feel like he's capable of.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He'll definitely pull.
I love Lithgow.
I think he was trying to imitate.
Yeah.
Actor.
Well, no, I think he'll try to make it his own.
Yeah.
There's a really big.
Certainly
It's
not.
probably for the better. If it was just an imitation, that wouldn't be as good.
Hey guys, have you seen him on Dexter? Have you seen John
Yes.
Lithgow?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh my
nice.
God.
Oh, he was
Yes,
amazing.
I loved
He was
him in
phenomenal.
Dexter.
So
Fourth
good.
season,
Oh,
Trinity Killer, Arthur Mitchell. He was
yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was good in Dexter.
yeah. It kind of reminded me in the
He
film
was
Raising
creepy
Cain.
in that, man.
I love creepy.
Phenomenal.
Oh yes, Raising.
Yeah, because he was good in that, just like he
That
was
was
good in
kind of
Raising
a
Cain.
horror.
Yeah.
His performance in that made me spying on my neighbor because he kind of reminded me of him.
He was great in Blowout. You guys ever seen Blowout?
Yeah, I saw Blowout.
I love Blowout.
Twilight
Good
Zone
movie.
the movie.
I never saw
Yeah.
that. What was that?
It's all good in that.
He's always good.
Oh, we have Queenie.
Uh-oh. We see something, Queen.
I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm
but
working.
we can't see Queen.
We can't see Queenie.
I'm working here.
I just see green hair.
There's
Oh, there
the
she
green
is.
hair.
Yeah.
Oh, there he
There
is.
she
There
is.
she is.
I like the hair.
There you go.
Very pretty.
Hey, who in patrol?
What?
Just
Yeah.
kidding, Queenie. I was teasing your hair.
That's the new woman.
The Joker.
What room are you in, Queenie?
Oh, I'm in my bedroom.
Oh, it looks
It's
different.
just a different.
It's just
well, I'm on
different.
my bed. I'm on my bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been feeling rough today.
Well,
It's all good. I'm gonna stream later.
Just mentioned.
I'm streaming now. Yay!
All right, Gal, we move on to the thoughts on the Child's Play remake trailer.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Feeling. So many feelings.
Mister, take it away.
Cut out again, Sean.
Your turn.
What are your thoughts, Monty?
What I thought about the Child's Play, it was okay. I wasn't expecting much. It didn't show Chucky, but I'm pretty sure I heard someone leaked it out on the internet. But it was okay. It didn't show much. It's what I expected out of the first trailer. It's like, okay, it got me a little excited to see where they're going to go with this version of Child's Play. But I already know Brad's opinion about it.
Somebody called Sarah Connor the Terminator.
Oh, God.
Sarah Connor's amazing, guys. Come on. She's my girlfriend.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Well, she's coming back too.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm excited.
Can't wait.
I hope they do what they did with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, but after Genesis, man.
Oh.
After Genesis, I just don't know if he can do it anymore.
Oh,
God. Getting pretty up there.
I had no problem with his performance in Genesis. Yeah. It was just Jason Clarke. He was just first of all, again with the trailers, you ruined the fact that now you have John Connor as a Terminator. I hear my voice again.
Yeah.
Damn it, Grandpa.
Who's got their
someone's got the YouTube what you want on.
Grandpa Horror loves me.
Hey, hard
Yo. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing?
What's going on, man?
I say my thoughts on
mine is off.
On the trailer. I actually thought it was pretty good. Wow, it was a lot of So Yeah, I thought
Dave looks like a serial killer.
Nice shades, Dave.
Somebody has a
Like the glasses.
Hello?
I hear taking a phone.
Hello? Hello?
Oh,
Sean, go into the control room and
Hello?
Damn it, Sean. Off the rail.
Where are you giving up this stalking crap? You're not very good at it.
What's going on there?
Who knows?
Dave will be the serial killer, and I'll be the superstar. Crazy superstar life.
Man,
We party hard, don't we, Dave?
Yeah.
Whose turn is it to talk about the Child's Play trailer?
it's Queen. What do you think about the Child's Play remake?
I'm hearing a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Is that just
yeah. Got the YouTube volume on.
everybody check their YouTube.
Let me try my headphones, see if you can still hear me.
Is it your fault, Dave?
not mine?
Probably.
Probably.
At least I can hear everybody. I can hear everybody twice.
It wouldn't be a live stream without
Without an audio problem.
Can you guys hear me?
So nobody has their YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you.
good. Yeah, the echo went away.
Echo's gone.
Oh,
It was
thank
me.
You did it!
It's your fault, Dave.
As usual. So usual.
All right. Now Queenie can talk about the Child's Play trailer.
Oh my god. I don't know, like I guess I'm an old I don't know. Sometimes when they do new takes on things, I just look at it and shake my head. I'm just like, no, that doesn't work for me. Sorry. Nope. Are you supposed to be what, a robot now? Like what is he, Terminator? Like
He's
fucking
the Terminator.
Yes.
I don't want that.
Junkies are Terminator now.
No, like, it doesn't work for me.
Small soldier.
Oh, that would be.
Small fucking soldier.
I am the
Chuckinator.
He's a Chuckinator.
When I saw that laser beam come down.
Hey, Queenie, I love your glasses.
Thank you. They make me feel like a superstar even when I feel like shit. So they're magical.
How about you guys think?
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I do not like this. I'm just going to come out and say it. I was not a big fan when I heard rumors, and I'm really, really, really pissed off that they treated Brad Dourif and Don Mancini. I mean, they just said, you. They just, the people of this movie, they said, fuck you. And I was like, you ain't getting my money. I'm going to go get Brad, and we're going to drive down to that studio and burn it down. This is bullshit.
I'll join you.
Whoa.
Love it.
I have a
burn that studio down.
Feeling right there.
I feel strongly about it.
I haven't seen this.
One way or the other.
I haven't seen you this
The
bad
horror
since,
hangout is in no way responsible for any actions created by any participants herein.
I haven't seen Jen this pissed off since what's that movie? Oh darn it. Yeah, I feel pretty.
Yeah,
That's a horror movie.
Brad was too easy on them.
That was classic.
I'm not really mad. I'm just disappointed. You know, you disappointed me. You don't want to disappoint me. This movie's let me down. That's him start.
You wouldn't like me when I'm disappointed.
I don't mind remakes, okay? Sometimes they come out good. Sometimes they actually come out good. Like, that was amazing, right? But, like, most times they don't. Most times they don't get why the original is good.
Faithful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, if it has that core essence from the first one, then you can go, yes, this, I can connect them. I can, they work in my head. But, like, the shitty remakes, they just don't get why they're shitty.
Yeah.
I don't know how Hollywood doesn't get
I
it.
don't get why they're shitty.
They just want to make money, so they don't see it. Like, they don't see how shitty it is.
Exactly. We went from voodoo to AI. Something's wrong somewhere.
Yeah. Like the best. Let's play devil's advocate. The best this possibly could be.
It's not going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
The best is a Friday the 13th, the TV series. It might be good on its own. It's actually an okay killer doll flick, but it's not going to be a good child play movie.
Agreed.
I agree with that. I actually enjoyed Friday the 13th the series. I thought it was a good show.
Nothing to do with the series. It's a good show, but it has nothing to do with the movie series.
It needed to be named something else.
Yeah, but why was it shouldn't have been called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was we had a couple episodes that connected the movie series. It was just, okay, somehow this is Friday the 13th.
Like, that's another reason why Hollywood is fucked up, because they'll make like a good remake, but they'll name it shitty, like Halloween. Like, the way they did that with Halloween, it was one of those moments where you're like, it's dumb. What? You dropped the ball.
Queenie, I'm already pissed off enough about Child's Play. You really want to get me started on the Halloween remakes?
Don't get him going.
My bad.
Don't get Brad started.
My bad.
All right, Mr. Horrific, take it away.
Well, guys, prepare your fruit because I'm actually excited for it.
Somebody give me.
Okay.
I trash talk this movie more than anybody. Yeah, I trash talk this movie more than anybody, but when I saw the trailer, I really wasn't expecting much, like Monty said, and it got me excited to see it. I just don't think it should be called a... I think they should have taken that idea with rather than Chucky, because, I mean, Chopping Mall worked.
Yeah.
I
don't mind the robot doll idea. That's a cool idea.
Right. Exactly.
Take that box right there and put it in the trash.
But
right behind you,
I kind of want
baby.
to see it. I think it looks like fun myself, but
You know, I
Hellhound has a lot to say.
Huh?
I know Hellhound has a lot to matter.
I sure do. I hated the trailer. Both thumbs down. Absolutely hated it. When I heard they're making a Child's Play remake, I was like, no, somebody make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure that doesn't happen. Remake a bad movie that had a good idea. There's a lot of bad movies that had a good idea that weren't executed properly. Like Scarecrow. That was a great idea. Crappy movie. Don't remake a good movie that was good to begin with. And another reason to remake a movie is if the series is dead, if the series had crappy entries. That's not the case with Child's Play. Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky are both very good. They're still strong. Why start all over now? How old is this kid? Like 14, 15? What the hell is he doing still playing with dolls? With that. Robot Chucky? What the hell?
It's a robot.
Chucky's such an iconic character.
No. It's not a doll. It's an action figure.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The robot.
Chucky's such an iconic character. You shouldn't do it without Brad Dourif. He shouldn't be not possessed by a serial killer. It just doesn't work. If they're calling it something else, I think an idea of a killer doll, another killer doll movie is awesome, especially one that's AI. It's not a bad idea. But don't call it Child's Play. Don't use the Chucky name. It's funny because they're doing that because more people will see it, but I'm not going to see it because of that, because they're calling it Child's Play. Now I won't see it because of that, because the soulless cash in with no passion behind it whatsoever, just making a quick buck. Remake something that sucked, not something that was great, especially when the series is still going strong. Both thumbs down. Everybody keeps asking me, to watch the trailer? Did you watch the trailer? You're going to see the movie? No, I'm not going to see it. I'm pretending it doesn't exist. I'm boycotting it. It looks like shit. I'm not going to watch it. I hate it. It's shouldn't be made.
Yeah, I thought Brad hated the trailer.
It doesn't look like Chucky. It's not Chucky. That's not what Chucky is.
No,
that's not how you make a Chucky movie. No, bad.
Bad Chucky. Bad Chucky.
Fail. One of the biggest fails. Another unnecessary remake.
Oh, man. I love these rants.
Everybody got one.
I just went to the $5 bid at Walmart.
Yeah.
My truck. It's in my truck, babe.
We need a rant from Dave now. It's Dave's turn to rant.
Well, I like what everybody's been saying. It could have been any other movie. Like why not remake a movie that wasn't good, very good to begin with? Like if it was a Dolly Dearest remake.
There you go.
Yeah, it could have been a Dolly Dearest remake. That would have been an improvement.
Yeah.
But I actually think it looks good. But
There you go.
yeah, I think it looks good. I just don't see why they had to make it a Chucky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks exciting though.
I'm here.
You're telling me this isn't a classic? Come on, it's a classic.
For us, it's a classic.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's too cold and too windy.
Remake that, not Child's Play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's cold. It's cold.
Sucks.
Bronco Juggalo Talk Movies. What are you on the call or something?
No, she wants to go outside. It's too cold.
Oh.
Bridget over here.
Anyways, yeah. You really want to know what I think again after I did like a 30-minute freaking rant on it?
Yeah.
You know, and here's
Yes, I
the
do.
funniest
Yes.
part of that to me is I get like the people that hit up my channel and told me I was a four-eyed freak that had no taste and stuff like that. I was like, cool, that's awesome.
Wow.
And then told me I was stupid, but they couldn't spell. This movie, and Cadaver Club asked a question. Well, kind of a question. He says that he doesn't understand why people get so upset about these remakes because you still have the original. Well, in this case, not is it just a blatant cash grab because the original series is still going on. It is a flat out insult to the fans of the original series, and it's also an insult to the makers of those films. Don Mancini, and this is how it happened. Don Mancini was approached by MGM. He was offered a producer's spot.
Yep.
He did not like the story. He did not like what they were doing, and he was in the middle of his own thing. And he's like, wait a minute, why are you guys even doing this? I'm still working on this franchise. What's going on? And they're like, well, so he told them to take that producer's chair and shove it up their ass. They then approached Brad Dourif. And Brad Dourif said, is Don a part of it? And they said, no, Don has refused. He's like, well, we're busy with this other two, so once again, take this part and shove it up your ass. You know, and that's flat out basically what happened. And they said, well, we're going to make it anyways, so we're going to make millions of dollars off this name. And, you know, that's why I'm bugged about it. It's soulless. It's as soulless as that Chucky doll is going to be without a character inside of it. You know, and the trailer itself did nothing for me, and it did nothing for the franchise, in my opinion. As soon as he opens the wrapping paper and that laser beam scans his face, I was like, oh my God, it's the fucking Predator. Okay, Jason, I'll shut up now. I'm so sorry. I'll shut up. Jason's already telling me to shut up.
Hey, Brad. That's all I got to say.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't like it. You know, I don't like the story. I don't like the what's going to happen. And first off, in that trailer, Chucky does not fucking make traps. Name me one movie where Chucky set a trap for anybody.
Why not?
It's totally against the MO of the entire franchise.
Home Alone 7. Chucky was in that one, wasn't he?
And which one?
Wasn't Chucky in one of the Home Alone movies? And he set traps, or was that just something I made up?
That was actually Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah. That's right. My bad.
Yeah.
See, I got Brad's point when he made his rants on Child's Play, and I agree with him because this is simply just a cash grab. Because I heard the same stories about they approached Dan Mancini, and he refused. They did the same with Brad, and MGM says, "Hey, look, we're going to go make the movie anyway because we want to make some more money off of this franchise." And it's just simply just the name alone gets people talking about it, and it has. And obviously, when I read the plot, I said, "An AI doll? What the hell's going on here? Is that the best you guys can come up with?"
Yeah, really.
Yeah. You know what actually hurt me the most was when one of the people I admire the most in the YouTube world, Lee McCoy, told me that my rant made no sense. I was like, "Are you serious? Come on, bro! It made perfect sense to me."
Your heroes will break your heart.
Yeah.
Oh, Lee is my buddy. I love him to death. He's cool. So that's okay though.
He's an advocate of the new Child's Play remake, I believe.
Oh yeah, he's looking forward to it.
Yeah. Him and Cody Leach, and that shocks the hell out of me. As big of a fan that Cody Leach is of this series, I can't believe he's looking forward to this remake.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised.
But he's mad.
I was a bit surprised.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Monty.
That's okay. Yeah, I was a bit surprised that he was really looking forward to it because he's a real Chucky fan. He loves Brad Dourif. So I was a bit surprised he actually liked this trailer.
He's mad at Don Mancini. That's all. He's mad at Don Mancini because of Cult of Chucky.
Oh
and
yeah,
Seed of Chucky. And I love Cult of Chucky. I thought Cult of Chucky was awesome.
I did too.
I didn't think it was great. I thought it was, but
I didn't like the so-called because it kind of took away from what Chucky was. It's like, what, we got a whole bunch of Chuckies now?
Right.
And all he has to do is raise his hand and just talk about Dumbala, and next thing you know, the dog gets possessed.
I love how he said he found the spell on the internet, though.
Yeah, like now anybody could do it. Anybody could go on the internet and find that spell. It's kind of weird. Everybody can do that now.
Give me the power, I bet.
The Crowley.
Was better.
Like the new Hatchet movie.
His curse at Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumbali.
Dewey Dembala. Give me the power, I beg of you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, the first person I revealed myself to was Dave. So, Dave, let's go play Hide the Soul.
Why do you want to be me?
You look most like Chucky.
Almost like
I tried to transfer my soul into a thong one time.
so, Queenie, you look comfortable there.
Yeah, I'm all comfy. Chilling out. Hanging out with friends.
Tailor made for you.
What?
The next topic is tailor made for you.
Oh yeah.
Favorite Hellraiser film?
Easy. That's 2. It used to be 1. It did. It used to be 1, but then over time, 2 has kind of grown on me more.
Hellbound?
Yeah. Because Julie is amazing in that. She's like the best. She is my queen. I love her skin. And her skinlessness is it's they took the idea with Frank and they just went all the way with Julia. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
But you can see how they started with Frank, like the transformation is so cool.
I like how it was almost like a slasher movie in a way. How they kept he kept going to the bars and picking and feeding them to Frank, so he more whole again.
It became Frank lunch.
And in the first one, you see her change, right? Personality-wise, like she just goes from like being desperate to being a monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
She looks at herself in the mirror and she's cleaning the blood off. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, such a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's actually a franchise that I wouldn't mind seeing remade. I'd actually benefit from a remake because most of the sequels have been crap.
Would be nice.
I don't really want a remake per se, but like I'd like them to go back to the roots, like maybe like a reboot.
Yeah.
I don't like remakes, but like most of the sequels have been crap, and like they missed the point of what the original was about. Like,
Judgment wasn't bad.
They wanted to reboot it. They wanted to do like a completely different Hellraiser, but still be Hellraiser, right? And it's like more about what happens in hell.
I'd love to see Larry and Frank and Kirsten.
Yeah.
And
The
Andrew
project
Robinson. I'd love to see that. That'd be awesome. And Ashley Lawrence and Claire Higgins. That'd be awesome. John Chapman.
Oh, well, they did some of that with the second.
Yeah, somewhat.
And then things go off the rails from there.
Yeah.
Go downhill.
It was better when it wasn't all about Pinhead. Like I liked it when he was awesome. He's awesome, but I think he worked better as like a background character. It's kind of more of a supporting.
You didn't want to see him too much. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like kind of less is more. You didn't want to show him too much.
Yeah, the Hell Priest.
That was always my biggest gripe with that series is they don't show enough Pinhead.
Yeah,
well, in the later sequels, they take some weird story and then they just throw Pinhead in there somewhere, and he has nothing to do with anything. I don't like when they do that.
That's because none of the movies were written as Hellraiser films. They were all other scripts.
Throw them in there.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think the original is the best, and the second one comes very close. Part 2 comes very, very close. But the original is my favorite. I think they have the best storyline, the best characters, awesome looking special effects. I love that movie. It's great. And I'd love to see one go back to the roots. I'd love to see one more like the first 2 movies. They haven't really done that.
I would love to see them actually do what they were intending to do with Julia and like a real bad guy. Because she's fucking amazing. You know, she's
Julia was a great villainess.
Yeah.
Claire Higgins did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yeah,
because stepmother.
I like how she seduces the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
She seduced a lot of men. Brought him back.
You wanted to know. Well, here it is.
You wanted to know. Here it is.
The wicked stepmother.
You brought up Hellraiser. This is what you get.
Now we're talking about Hellraiser now, so I can kind of
like Hellraiser werewolf. You know what I mean? Like
get my blood pressure back down. What you're talking about?
It's my bag, baby.
You know.
Hey Queenie, let me hear Snow White from you. Let me hear it.
Take your best shot, Snow White.
Yeah.
You're a nerd.
How about you, Monty? What's your favorite Hellraiser film?
It's kind of for me. It's kind of like the first three, and then I think it's Bloodlines, because I actually liked all three first movies, and then Bloodlines. I like Bloodlines. After Bloodlines, the series just went to the toilet. After that, after Bloodlines, the series just went to the toilet for me.
I love
Bloodline is underrated,
too, but I don't like the space stuff in Bloodline. That stuff is stupid. With the stuff with the box and everything, that was kind of neat.
You don't like Pinhead in space?
Come on, now we had the critters in space. We had the leprechauns in space. Why not have Hellraiser in space?
Goes to space.
Well, Critter started out in space, so it makes sense that he'd be in space. Pinhead, Jason, and Leprechaun, not so much.
So I kind of just ignored the space thing.
Space.
Because the overall story was good, so I just ignored the space part.
Oh, I agree with you there. Yeah, because I liked the whole thing with the toy maker and all that. That was kind of neat.
Yeah,
they were trying to make a mythology.
Yes.
Which Hellraiser, doesn't really need.
I thought it almost seemed like a Tales from the Crypt with Pinhead, like as the host.
That'd be awesome, telling the stories. But they'd have to involve the puzzle box. There'd have to be stories about the puzzle box and the Cenobites. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and
I'd love to see another adaptation of the Hellbound Heart. If they made another movie that adapted the original book, The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, that'd be cool.
Yep.
I'd be down with that.
That would be cool.
Pinhead didn't have a name.
Oh yeah.
I even like the stuff in the comic books that they do. It's really cool. Like the Hellraiser stuff in comics actually is quite amazing. I have a couple issues. Yeah, me too. I was reading it while there was no power. I was like, I like this book. The worst thing ever is when you have nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do. Because there's nothing you can do. You just gotta accept it. Shit, what do I do? I don't know. Read comic books.
Might as well bust out some comics.
Yep. I had a little ring light, so I just kind of use that. Little guy. Little ring light. This is amazing.
Hey, Jenny, what thoughts on Hellraiser? What's your treat for the series?
Who's that, Sean?
I think Jen.
Jen, what's your favorite Hellraiser?
I'm gonna go. I really love 2 as well because it's Julia. She's just evil.
She's so
she's one of the.
Yeah.
And the best. And she she shows all these men. You want to see badass? I'll show you badass guys. Come on, let's play. And I like that. It's very much empowering, but in a good way. Yeah. They get it right. Yeah. So yeah, I really love 2. That's always been my favorite. And I love. I'm sorry. What? I thought someone said something. I'm sorry. I guess it's just a book I had today. Yeah, I just like that. I would have loved to have seen them continue off the story. Like for 3, I would have loved to have the Tiffany story, the girl with the puzzle box. I would have liked to have known more of her story and see where we would have gone from there.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Amazing. Angelique, man. Angelique. I think of Lisa Loves as Angelique.
Valentina Vargas.
She would be an Angelique kind of Cenobite.
Yeah, she would make a good Angelique too.
Yeah.
I didn't think Julia was as evil in the first movie. It kind of seemed like she was actually a little reluctant, but she was just helping Frank because he kind of forced her into it. But the second one, she was definitely the villain. She was definitely the main villain. Seductive and just evil, total succubus. In the first movie, it seemed like she was a little disgusted by what she had to do in order to.
But by the end of it, you see the succubus. By the end of the first movie, she does become that.
She has an arc, I guess.
Yeah, she does. That's what makes her great. Like you get to see.
She was already an adulteress and she was already a cheater and a bitch.
She wasn't a nice person.
Yeah, she was already a shitty human being, but
she was not a nice person.
Yeah, she's not a good person.
No.
I kind of like the doctor.
Oh,
Dr.
Smart.
Shannard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, he was
it's
the best
time
part.
for amputation.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
the best part of the second film.
He really is. He's so hammy. I love it.
He took out all the other Cenobites so easily too. Like they didn't have a chance against them.
Nope.
I like in the comics though because they explain that the Cenobites don't die if you kill them like that. They just have to
just go back to
regenerate.
hell
You
or
have to chop them up, and then you got to hide the pieces. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. Thank you. I like that the comics do that. They kind of fill in the little holes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I mean, of course, you got to go with the classic of Hellraiser Deader. You will find no better 7 knockoff.
Oh
of
yeah.
That's my favorite one. That's my
Hell
favorite.
World. Hellseeker.
My favorite.
Oh, God.
Where's what's
in my
his
mouth.
name? He's gonna come and tell us how underrated Inferno is. I'm just waiting for him to pop up in the chat.
Actually, I was going to do that.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad somebody did. Somebody had it covered. Inferno's underrated.
But no, probably the first film, because the first film holds a very special place in my heart. Because picture this: little 10-year-old Christian going on channel, finding this movie called Hellraiser at like midnight. It just started, and you see Frank come out of the floorboard, and I freak out and I'm enthralled and just sucked into this, but also like freaked out, constantly turning around, checking behind me in the black and white. It's such a fond memory of mine. But no, probably the first one.
Nice. Horrific Nightmares, JM.
My favorite is the first one, just like Christian, because it kind of left its mark on me, pretty much. But kind of with Monty, I like the first 4. The first 3 being my favorites. I do like 4, but I haven't heard anybody talk about Judgment.
It's good.
Was on the right track.
No joke, Bradley.
I think that was better than a lot of the later.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
it was better than a lot of the other movies.
I think you're wrong.
But yeah, I did like Judgment almost as much as Bloodlines. So.
Wow.
What'd you like about Judgment?
I like just it was so disturbed, and I also like the twist ending too. So
Yeah.
I wasn't really disturbed by it, but I've seen some crazy shit.
Are we talking about real life?
Yeah, real life. Real life is scarier than anything you'll ever see on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Hellhound, what are your thoughts? What's your favorite one?
The original, definitely. Closely followed by part 2. And 3 and 4 are underrated. They're a lot better than people give them credit for, even though they're not on the level of the first 2. But they're fun. They're really fun movies.
Yeah.
And all the rest, meh. Some of them have their moments, but they're mostly mediocre.
Yeah.
But the first one's a masterpiece.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
My favorite's part 3.
Why?
Really? Hell on Earth?
Yeah, I love it. It's just like the heavy metal Hellraiser movie.
Well, yeah, just because Motorhead
Motorhead,
Motorhead.
Yeah. And I love
it's so cheesy in it.
Very fun. Very
So
fun.
good.
Very entertaining.
I love over the
He's like Freddy in that one.
I love the Cenobites. I love the masker
They're
scene.
so dumb, dude. They're so dumb. Yeah.
I love that. I love that big monolith that he's stuck in.
You would.
Yeah.
Damn you, Dave.
I love how he eats bullets.
Oh, yeah. Just chews them up.
Yeah. Gets him out.
He has a crazy laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha.
And you get some backstory and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, I did like that part about it. They showed the flashbacks of him in
Elliot
like the
Spencer.
war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot
That part was
Spencer.
Yeah. Plus,
It made
they
it
show what
made
he
it more
looked like
real.
as a person.
Yeah, I would.
I don't have.
Yeah, we're on to you, Dave. Of course you would, motherfucker. Of course.
How about Bronco Juggalo?
My favorite is Revelations. I
Really?
love that we get a.
Yeah.
I love that we finally get a fat guy as the bad guy.
Ben gets it.
That's it.
Oh,
No, I don't like Revelations at all. That movie's shit.
That's a good one.
it's sad.
No, actually, my favorite one is
Uh-oh.
Brad, you're muted.
Which
for
one?
the same reasons Dave stated. I love I love the monolith. I love that it is like just like you said, Dave. It is the heavy metal version of Pinhead.
Yeah.
I think the Cenobites are from Burberry. I will say this: I also love Inferno, and everybody hates on that movie, and I really enjoy that one.
It's a good movie, just not a good Hellraiser movie, in my opinion.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I love that bus
I agree.
scene. That's really cool.
It just doesn't have anything to do with the rest of, what came before. But then all the ones after that didn't either. So I mean, Pinhead was barely.
What about the guy with the? What about the guy with the CDs and shit, throwing CDs?
Yeah, and part 3. The Cenobite
Oh, dude,
shooting
the CD one is my favorite. I thought he was the coolest thing when I was younger. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I always thought the Chatterer was really creepy.
Yeah, Chatterer's
my
actually
favorite.
like.
Hey, what's up, Michael Myers?
Butterball.
Yeah.
The Chatterer.
Yeah. That one is
I love that guy.
Him, he creeped.
He looks like Nemesis. He looks just like Nemesis.
Actually, he looks like Nemesis.
Nemesis looks
that
like
guy
it.
is freaky.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think they're like cousins or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, next up is an even harder one. What's the worst Hellraiser?
Let's all say it together. Let's all say it at the same time. Come on, let's say it all together.
Revelation.
Revelations.
I hate Hellworld the most.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't mind a chubby character. That's why we have Butterball.
Chubby Pinhead.
I ain't judging on the weight
Hard-ass
thing.
Pinhead. It was supposed to be Pinhead, not the Butterball. They got the actor wrong.
Thank you.
Footage incest.
Butterball Cenobite.
Ruined Hellraiser.
Pinhead went over to Haddonfield and raided all the Halloween candy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy. Nice to see you.
Yeah, Amy's in the chat.
Hi, Amy.
Hello,
See my
Amy.
face again. He's always giving me shit about it.
We got Phantom Banshee and Cadaver Club in the chat too.
He's been there a while. Ben's been in here like for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Ben's a trooper. Yeah, where's my face? You mean this face? Is this the face you want? What about my glasses? Are they cool?
Mm-hmm.
They keep the light from hurting my eyes. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
We can't see your face right now, Queenie.
Did I cover it up?
Yeah, we just see your icon.
God damn it. God damn it.
God damn it all to hell.
There's my face. There's my face. I'm trying to look at the chat too, but I guess it turns off when I do that. Fucking phone. Apple. Anyway, here I am, Amy. There you go.
Yay.
I thought you were teasing me. I thought you were just like giving me shit. But no, the camera went off. Idiot.
Love
How
the poster
about Jen
queen.
and Christian?
Thank you.
Repo.
I heard our
Repo rules.
Yeah.
I got Sweeney Todd and Repo right there.
Oh, I love Repo.
Yeah.
Me too. It's my
Repo's
favorite
awesome.
movie.
Like musicals.
I love horror musicals. I love the combination.
I hate musicals. I love Repo.
Repo's crazy. That's why. It's an amazing, crazy mess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like my life.
Remember, Dice Roland did that tag about musical horror.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't remember if I did a response.
Hell,
to
a musical on my channel. I'm gonna do a music review of Bride of Chucky.
You should do it.
Cool.
That'd be
Are you gonna
Burst
sing
out
and
into
dance?
song, sing and dance number.
At some point, I'm going to do a top 10 horror musical list because people don't realize how many there are.
Yeah.
There are a lot. I prefer the horror movies. Like, I don't like Grease or anything like that. That's boring to me. And I need blood in my musicals. People have to die.
The Devil's Carnival, Queenie.
What about the Phantom of Paradise?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Love it.
Did you see the Devil's Carnival?
Yes, we did.
Do we go to the next topic now, or?
No. What's that one about, Jason?
It was done by the same people that did Repo. I didn't like it quite as much, but
it's not as good, but I like it. It has some awesome moments.
Yeah.
And oh my god, he looks great as a demon, right? Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Kills me. So good.
So, guys, the last thing I was going to say is what would you guys want to see in your film? Queenie?
What was the question again?
What would you like to see in a new Hellraiser film?
I would like to see them take the essence of what Hellraiser is and actually work with that. Like, there was this group that wanted to do Origins. They called it Origins. It was going to be a Hellraiser kind of reboot, and you would get to go into hell and watch them fight in hell. Like, there's a war in hell, and the Hell Priest in that is like trying to deal with that. So it sounded like a really interesting concept that could have been really cool, and I would have been all over that because I think Hellraiser has a very rich mythology. And if you play with the mythology aspect of it, you can make a really good film. And you can be experimental. Like, it's just, don't make these like boring ass cash grabs that we don't care about, you know? And occasionally you throw us a bone. Occasionally it's like, oh look, here's a new Cenobite. Oh look, here's Pinhead being awesome and quoting cool shit. Like, but like, there's more to Hellraiser than that. Like, I mean, Hellraiser is about like an exploration of transformation. Like, it's about like pain.
Well, the only reason
that's awesome.
Yep.
I mean, the only reason they even made Revelations is if they didn't.
And sometimes they make these movies. Yeah, and sometimes they make these like remakes just so they can keep the title, like just so they can keep. They don't get why that's important, but they know they have to keep it. You know.
Children of the Corn.
No, that series has been first one.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. So, I would love to see some Hellraiser fun in hell. That'd be cool. Let's do that again. but bigger. Because like Hellbound did that. There was a bit of it.
I'm with Quinny. I want to see that particular aspect of Hellraiser. You know, they're actually in hell, and we got this high priest trying to do this war. So I'm with Quinny on that one. I like to see that particular version of Hellraiser. You know, actually see how the Cenobites were created.
Right. Explore Leviathan more, you know?
Yeah.
They give the taste of it in Hellbound, but they didn't go all the way because one, they couldn't afford it. But they have enough money now. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they don't do that.
Me personally, I would like to see the return of. Why not bring back and be focus of the film? See her come back hell somehow. That's just my thought.
You know, Hellraiser has a huge aspect of temptation in it, so play with that more. And how that can cost you.
Yeah, like that. Jen and Christian, how about you?
I agree with what everyone else has been saying. I think I'd like to go back to our roots and play around and go further than we ever have before. Let Clive come back, give him his thing back, and let him handle it because he knows. And let Doug said he'll come back if Clyde does. So let's just get everyone back. Yeah, that's really Clive knows what he's doing, people. He's like a genius. Big fan. What about you?
Well, there was I don't know if it was ever like proven to be true, but there was that rumor that Clive Barker and Doug Bradley were working on a script for Hellbound, an adaptation of Hellbound Heart, and Doug Bradley would play Uncle Frank. I always thought that would be kind of cool, and have and then you would have what was her name? Kirsty? No, not Kirsty, the mother.
Oh, Julia.
Julia, yes. You would have Julia like become Pinhead at the end of the movie because the Pinhead in Hellbound Heart was more female than male. So I would that would have been kind of cool. Like you said, I would really like just bring us back to the basics that is Hellraiser. Focus on the temptation and the allure of the lament configuration, or go in like Bloodline was trying to do. Go the history of the lament box. You know, explain that better than the stupid space gimmicks. Cut out all the space. Just make a full movie about the lament, about the creator of the lament.
How about you, Jason?
I agree with what everybody's saying. I think they need to take it out of the real world and, like Queenie said, kind of bring it into hell. But the only problem with that is to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
And as far as like they need to bring the imagination back, like they have. That's been the main problem with the series, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Hell, Mr. Hellhound, what are your thoughts? What do you want to see in a hell movie? I almost said Halloween.
I want to see what?
Always Halloween view.
Oh, I think they got to do Pinhead in space again. They got to do Hellraiser in space yet again.
Are you kidding me?
No, no, just kidding. No,
Why
I want to
is
see them
that
go back to the roots.
gimmick? I don't know.
I want to see it make one more like the
Bloodline
first two
Part
films.
2.
Yeah, there you go. Now I want to see Doug Bradley return. I want to see him go back to make one more like the first two. Go back to the roots. An origin of the Cenobites would be cool. Have it set in hell would be cool. I'd love to see Larry or Frank or Kirsty return. Not like she did in Hellseeker because that was just a stupid fake out. Or Julia, any of the original characters would be cool. Or readapt the Hellbound Heart, the original novel. Don't call it Hellraiser. Don't call it a remake. Just say it's another adaptation of Hellbound Heart. Larry, played by Andrew Robinson, the original, his name was Rory. Him and Kirsty were friends. She was not his daughter. Frank had kind of a different type of role. Still interesting. Pinhead didn't even have a name. I'd love to see like a more faithful adaptation of the Hellbound Heart, because I thought that was a really good book.
Yeah.
I actually like the Hellraiser movie better. I think I think the adaptation is one of the few times the adaptation surpasses the source material, but I'd still love to see a more faithful adaptation nonetheless. But if not, go back to the roots, make it more like the first two movies, bring back Doug Bradley, bring back any original characters possible, stop with the psychological mindfuck stupidness that all the other sequels had. Just some random story with Pinhead thrown in. Stop doing that because it ain't cute. Get back to the roots.
You're having issues, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard being as cool as you are. So hard.
It's so hard.
Yep. It's a hard life.
It's a hard knock
You're
life
next, Dave.
for me.
I go acoustic and good.
In Sematary, we get tricked. In Sematary, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life.
You should do a musical, being that you were in a heavy metal band and stuff.
Yeah. I want to.
Yeah.
What do I want to see? Yeah, I want to see the book get an adaptation, like direct adaptation. The book's really dirty, though. That would be like a rated X movie.
It's a big part of it, the perversion.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all about lust and corrupts you, and be careful of your lusts.
Yeah. The Horror Man had an interesting that there is a Hellraiser Nightbreed crossover.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Only if Clive Barker is heavily involved.
I love Nightbreed.
Oh, Nightbreed's beautiful.
Nightbreed is based on
Well, that's an underrated one, isn't it?
Which was really good. I'd love to see them make another Nightbreed movie in general. But only if Clive Barker is heavily involved.
Yes.
They almost did a Halloween crossover with Hellraiser.
That'd be a little much. I don't think Michael Myers and Pinhead should exist in the same universe. They're too different. I'd still watch it because they could call it Halloween. But...
Weird.
Halloween.
Hellraiser.
Pinhead and Freddy would work a little better, I think. But Pinhead and Myers would be weird. The Hellraiser universe is more surreal, and Myers
is more grounded, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a weird clash.
How about you, Bronco? What do you want to see in a new Hellraiser film?
Once again, I'm going to be the odd man out, and you guys aren't going to like my answer.
Well, that's what we love about you.
It's not Pinhead in space.
This is not a franchise that's near and dear to me. It's not a franchise that I have a lot of interest in. I do like some of the movies, and I really like the first one. And the third one I love, but I would like to see playing remake, basically complete remake of this franchise and the first movie. This is the part you're not going to like. I don't think it has to be Doug Bradley. For one, I don't think Doug Bradley can do it anymore. He's too old. He's too heavy. He can't do it anymore.
Blasphemer!
Pinhead is not a character like Freddy Krueger. He is not.
Texas. Yeah, let me show that, Jason.
Yeah.
I stole your idea.
He has so few lines in all the movies that it doesn't matter who plays him. It really doesn't.
I disagree.
It makes no difference at all. Anybody can play Pinhead and do a good job if they just try a little bit and use a deep voice. I mean,
this is not for your mind.
I think there might be a little more to it than that. We have such sights to show you. Or maybe donuts, as in the case of Revelations. Donuts or cheeseburgers or something.
I think that if they do a remake, they need to center it more around Pinhead. I think that Pinhead is the draw to the franchise, and they don't give him his just due in any of the movies. He is, like you said, he is a back character in his own movies. And I've never read any of the books, so it doesn't matter to me. I didn't say he's a bad character. I didn't say he's a bad character. I said he's a back character.
Yeah.
In all his own movies, he takes a back seat to everything else that's going on.
It's hard because
and I just don't
he's a hell
enjoy
priest,
that.
right?
That's true.
He's a demon. He's a hell priest. He's not human in any way. He used to be human, but he's not anymore. Like all of them, all of a sudden, like, they get corrupted by their own desire.
Yeah, and that's why I like 3 so much, was because it showed him as human, and it showed what made him what he is.
There's a lot of focus on him in that movie. He was the central theme in that one.
You can put that down now, Pat. You can put it down.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Got the holler.
Stay tuned for the giveaway.
At 9.
Big giveaway at 9.
Oh yeah, I'm totally getting in on this.
Rock.
I told Jason this the other day. It's so funny. For somebody who hates Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 as much as I do, I have 3 copies of that fucking movie.
I have 5.
Subconscious.
Just in 2 DVDs.
Yeah. Makes them keep buying them.
VHS, Blu-ray, and 3 DVDs.
It's an awesome cover though. That original cover is amazing.
It's because they keep coming out with cool covers.
Yeah.
They have really awesome covers. That's the only reason to buy the movie.
Bye, Adam. Have a good night.
Bye,
Adam. Bye, Adam.
Later, Adam.
Later, Adam.
Later, Adam.
I'm not going to be able to hang out much longer myself, so.
What's up, Phil's creepy videos?
Hi, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Phil.
What's going on, Phil?
All right, so ready for the next topic, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think the progress so far of the next Halloween film? They have a new writer on board, and we got Blum saying 4 movies.
10 more movies.
I'm out with one. What do you want to see? Monty.
I really don't know, and at this point, I really don't know, and to be honest, really don't care. I'm not ready. I mean, it's just like we just got with Halloween 2018, and now here we go again with, wow, we got a new writer, Snatch. Let's talk about that. What are we going to have in this one, Snatch? Let's talk about that one. It's like, can't we just wait for the movie to come out? It's like, we went with this 2 years ago when Halloween 2018 was being announced. Everyone's trying to pull every hint about almost everything about the movie. Everyone's trying to find out what it is, and I understand. Everyone loves Halloween. It's a daring property. It's a nice franchise, but to me, it's like I just rather wait for the movie to come out.
And they ruined it with the trailer.
But that's what the Halloween nerds like me are like. You want to chomp on every little bit of information.
It's like all of a sudden they got a writer, and the next thing you know, I see 6 or 7 videos about Halloween. Halloween's got a writer.
Okay, that's right here.
So of course now we're going to wait and see if
and like if there's a little bit of like scrapings of potatoes or whatever.
Okay,
how about you, Quay? Queenie, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What are your thoughts on that? Would you want to see a Halloween film?
Well, like a new Halloween film, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good with the Halloween. It's good. It's fine. Let's
I'll take a
play
pass
while
on
it's still good. You know.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Just let it
That's why I
go.
thought they should have like a definite ending at the end of the last one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
it
did.
pissed me off. They
That's
didn't.
the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the thing. They didn't.
I'm good. Like, if they make a good sequel to that, that's cool. I'll watch it. But like, I'm not expecting anything. I'm just. I don't want to get my heart broken again. I've had enough heartbreak. Fucking movies. When you love movies that much, it happens. You know, it happens. You get your heart broken.
Yes, indeed.
But that's the
love
thing,
hero
you know,
relationship.
the way they ended that means now they have to make one, you know.
Yeah, and that kind of bums me out a little.
Yeah. That would have been fine if they left it alone, honestly.
Same. But I did like seeing Jamie Lee to have like this awesome, painful art.
Yeah, true.
Covering things that happened to her. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense she'd be like that.
True.
As much as I love the new movie, I thought that her arc in H2O was a bit more compelling, actually, because you get to see her. You get to see her come from like rock bottom, like, and then she's successful, but yet it's still haunting her. And then you get to see her totally take it. She goes from being scared, you know, I'm tired of this shit. In this one, she's been preparing ever since, so you don't really see it.
That's fair. That's fair.
A little more realistic.
If they combine the two of them, that'd be cool. We'll just not talk about Resurrection, right? That's the one we don't talk about.
I think they tried to combine it a little bit by making her a little bit of an ex-alcoholic, but we'll see.
Yeah.
What's the difference between H2O and
Christian,
20?
how about you? Christian, what do you think? Jen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I never hear you. Okay, so I've done a research, and the new writer, his name is going to be Scott Thames, and he's also having a hand in the new Firestarter movie and Breathing Method. So, you know, he might be good. He might be good. The thing that really worries me is Jamie Lee Curtis said she wasn't going to come back unless we had the original writers from 2018. So are they going to give her a cameo? Because we need to finish up where it left off from the first movie. I want closure, damn it. I need closure. So, yeah.
Jen, she didn't say she wouldn't come back. She said she would definitely come back if Danny McBride was writing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a little better. Do you think she'll come back, though? Do you think she will, or what are we going to do? Like, I want to hear what everyone what does everyone want to see for the news, too? Like
Halloween 3 sequel.
Shut up, Christian. No one's asking you.
They knew that was coming.
Christian, shut up. You're not allowed to talk anymore.
What movie is that on your? What movie is that on your hat there, Christian?
Oh, Texas Chainsaw. Been there for a while.
Yeah, but what does everyone else want to see? Like, ideally, what would be the best?
I just realized it's on.
Michael Myers in space. That's what I want to see. Myers in space. So I don't care who's writing it as long as it's Myers in space.
Oh, no.
Getting his revenge on Busta Rhymes.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that too. He kills Busta Rhymes, then he goes up into space. That's what I
You can't play with it.
Michael Myers kills Busta Rhymes in space. That should be the title. Halloween, Michael Myers kills Busta Rhymes in space.
Only if he's allowed to kill Rob Zombie at the same time.
Yeah. There you go. Halloween, Michael Myers kills Rob Zombie and Busta Rhymes in space.
with Kung Fu.
I don't care who's writing it, as long as that's what it is.
You want to see until take 3.
I mean, really, I want a 3 sequel. I mean, see, this is the worst time for me. Like, as a very super fan and Halloween fan who doesn't hold this series as super close to pretty much everyone else in the fall. And when the new writer was announced, I was just like, well, my subscription fee just one of the stuff I won't care about for the next 2 years. I want to at least wait till we see a trailer or who's directing or the cast or anything. I don't really have an opinion to form other than the writer who's barely done anything of note. So I hope it's good, but I don't know. I'll save my judgment until I see the movie.
Yep, same here.
Do you want to do?
How about you, Jason?
Just to get to stuff.
And Nightmare Files.
We are a fickle bunch, aren't we?
I saw that, Christian. I saw you flip me off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I listened to people bitch and complain about not getting a Friday the 13th sequel for how long now? 2 years? Everybody cries and screams. And here we are bitching about a sequel that we're definitely getting. So, in my opinion, any sequel we get to a franchise is good. If it's shitty, then the next one will be good. So, or the next one will be shit. But everybody forgets about the crappy ones before that.
Oh yeah,
so,
100. Absolutely agree, Jason. Absolutely agree.
Any sequel we get in the horror community, I think, is good for me. So,
agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Absolutely.
Point.
Especially if they're in space.
You got Leprechaun, you got Michael Myers, you got Jason. Put them all in space and have them duke it out in like
Put
a
them all
battle
in
royale.
space. Put them all in space.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Every horror icon ever put them all in space.
Norman, I
The
want
best horror battle in
Sam
space. Battle Royale in space.
All of them in space.
That's it. I think Jason takes them all.
Candyman in space. Just put them all. Put them all up there.
Victor Crowley. Oh,
Victor Crowley, Uncle Sam, Puppet Master, Demonic Toys,
Jack Frost. Yep.
Jack Frost, Uncle Sam.
Might as well have them. They're already in space.
Wishmaster's got to be in space. All of them in space. Pumpkinhead in space.
Oh yeah, Pumpkinhead.
Animal in space.
It's gonna be the Amityville ship, the SS Amityville.
As long as
the Amityville house in space.
As long as we don't put the creeper up there with them, because that'll just bring the whole movie down.
Oh no!
Oh no! No creeper! No creeper!
Creeper allowed.
Killjoy in space. Ginger Dead Man in space.
Yeah.
All of them.
I did. I love in space.
All of them in space.
That would be interesting. A battle royale of all the Christmas characters.
Yeah, Billy and Ricky from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Put them in. They got to go to space. Put them in space. They gotta go to space.
Right.
They haven't done that yet.
Space.
They got a lot together. They need to get cracking on this. They need to get started on this.
Slay.
Do it. Get them in space.
The tribe of cannibal Holocaust.
In space.
In space.
Cannibal Holocaust in space? Yep, that's genius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every movie is enhanced by the idea of space.
Hannibal Lecter in space. Norman Bates in space.
Yeah.
Godfather in space.
Gotta have it. Gotta do it. Just gotta do it. That's all.
Silly.
Space.
In space.
Now with more space action.
Tall. Well, that actually kind of could
There while they're up there, they all meet Dark Helmet.
How about you, the expectation?
You don't talk about everyone because all of them massive camera.
Rick
I want to
Moranis has to return
see.
to acting for that.
I don't know, where can you go really with a sequel besides him just going around like killing people, and then all I know is I want him to die at the end, you know.
The definitive ending.
Yeah.
Like an H2O.
Yeah.
Or Halloween 2, the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the ambulance driver. That didn't work out too well.
He'll come back. He'll come back no matter what you do. He'll come back.
I always want to see her else.
He doesn't die. He multiplies.
Michael Myers this whole time has just been Michael Keaton from Multiplicity.
Oh my God.
Hi, Steve.
Dumb guy.
I love that movie.
Oh, that movie's great.
I like pizza.
How about you, Bronco?
I kind of I agree with Jason on one part a lot, and I'm excited. I'm glad that they got a writer because I mean we've already been practically guaranteed the sequel. Unless this one bombs, we're practically guaranteed at least 2 more sequels. So I am super excited about it. They could give me 100 fucking sequels and I'll be happy. Because no matter how many shitty ones there are, the law of averages is on your side where you're going to get more goods than shitty ones. So I'm all for it. And Michael Myers is my favorite character. Yeah, well, Michael Myers is my favorite character. Bring it on. Bring on more and more and more and more and more. I mean, I will take the only things I want is Michael has to be in it. That is all.
That's all I need.
Oh, and make him and Jamie Lee Curtis brother and sister again.
No Hellraiser, no Halloween.
What about Hellraiser?
Can you imagine what they could do with a Halloween 3 remake right now?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Only if Michael goes in it and like kills everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
You have to go see it, Brad.
I think if
I'd love to see Tom Atkins take on Michael Myers.
Yeah. I think if they had closure with the Michael Myers saga, they could go there, you know.
Yeah.
Make another Halloween 3 because it has an audience, you know. A lot of people love it.
Yep.
But a lot of people, it's getting a cult following a little bit. But is it enough to make it a theatrical release? I don't think so.
Yeah.
What if Silver Shamrock made the mask that Michael Myers wears? What if that was actually one of the masks that they made?
And they use it. They use it to control him.
And then
What if that's been the thing all along?
I wouldn't mind.
It was that controlling the whole time.
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing a Return of the Cult of Thorn. I thought that's what we were going to get when the Doctor kind of flipped out on us in the new one.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be like a Return of the Cult of Thorn. It didn't happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, I was afraid of
I
that.
didn't like the Thorn shit.
Neither did
I was
I.
afraid of that.
I did not like the Code of Thorn, and I was afraid when
Neither.
that Doctor
Too
starts getting
fantastical.
And loved it.
I don't like when Michael Myers has a reason for killing. I like him just be pure evil. I don't like when somebody's controlling him or using him as a pawn or as a white trash abusive family.
See, that's why I like the theatrical version of 6 so much. And the theatrical version, they don't really use him. You can tell that they've been holding him, but they don't use him. And then when they try to control him, he kills them all. Now the producers
That's why I'll never understand why everybody likes the producer's cut better. Everybody likes the producer's cut better. Everybody. I'll never.
I don't.
Not me.
I
Not me. Theatrical cut.
Not me.
Yeah.
Either.
Either.
The producer's cut puts me to sleep.
I got to watch Drum Dum's cut where he takes the best parts from both cuts, and puts it together, and that was really good.
Yeah,
I would like
that was really awesome.
I wish somebody would do that, and make it look like an official release. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
It might actually make sense.
So the next topic is Friday the 13th Part 5. Is it a solid entry into the series?
Yeah.
it alluring? Is it a fun, guilty pleasure, or is it crap?
Pick me.
Let Pat go. He's so angry.
Let Pat go. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Pat.
I don't know who this person is that you're talking about. My name is Hellhound. No, I'm just kidding. No, but the only bad thing about Friday the 13th Part 5: A New Beginning is that, spoiler alert, Jason isn't the killer. That's it. That's literally my only complaint. The rest of the movie is awesome. It's so much fun. It's so entertaining. I love all the characters. I love Violet. I love Reggie. Everybody's awesome. It's so fun to watch. It's the most entertaining out of all of them, I think. If it's, yeah, Jason's not the killer. That really sucks. That really does take away points, but it's the most fun. It's underrated as hell. That's literally my only gripe, is that Jason's not the killer. I love the Hillbilly family. They're hilarious. I like John Shepard as Tommy. I didn't used to like him, but he grew on me. I think he played a pretty realistic take on the character. He's really tortured and haunted by his past. He's really mentally disturbed. I think he did a good job in it more, but I guess they were kind of trying to toy with the audience, like we were supposed to think maybe he was the killer. But yeah, the twist still kind of annoys me, but it's kind of grown on me over the years. I like to think that Michael Myers possessed. I mean, fuck. I like to think that Jason Voorhees. I like to think that Jason Voorhees possessed. Yeah, Michael Myers is in it. I like to think Jason possessed Roy. And that makes me enjoy the movie more. Literally my only gripe is that he's not the killer. Other than that, it's fucking awesome. Underrated.
That possession aspect is the worst thing they ever did.
It is, but it makes me enjoy Part 5 better because he can possess people. Oh, he possessed people? Okay, then he possessed Roy, clearly. Roy took a beating. He kept coming after they attacked him. Like, a normal body couldn't take all that punishment.
I just had to say the same thing. In the slap.
She was hilarious.
But you, Monty, what do you think, Monty?
What do I think about 5? It's okay. It was all right. I wasn't surprised when it came out. I wasn't actually surprised that Jason was not in it, because I figured that they're going to have some type of switcheroo on it. Obviously, it was purely made because Paramount still wanted to make some money off of the franchise. That's why it came up with 5. I consider that the second worst of the Friday the 13th series, next to Part 8. So.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You actually like Part 8, or you actually like Part 9 more than Part 8?
No, Part 8. No, Part. I had no problem with 9. I had no problem with 9.
What's wrong with that?
But
I like all of them. I like them all.
But they,
I like all of them.
Yeah, trust me.
Movies aren't Shakespeare. They were never Shakespeare to begin with. They're all fun.
True.
I have a good time watching them all. I don't care.
I know, but when it comes to the bottom of the barrel, when it comes to the Friday the 13th, this one comes close, but not as bad as 8 was.
The only bad thing about 8 was that he wasn't in the city long enough. That's it. They were on a boat. Oh my god, they were on a boat. Who cares? It's fun.
Jerky side.
It was something different. I like seeing Jason on a boat. Damn it! At least he wasn't in space.
Hey, I'm sorry, but Jason X is still one of the best entries in that franchise.
I love Jason X too.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. I hear you, John.
Dave's just like looking at all of us like we're fucking insane.
How about
He's
you?
like half laid down like you guys are nuts.
What am I doing with my life?
Oh man.
What do you think of Friday Part 5?
Me? Okay, so what?
Yeah.
You guys want a chocolate bar? I love that scene. That is my favorite scene.
Why does he? Other people are like, why does he kill that kid?
I love that scene with the chocolate bar. You can just forget it. You can just forget it. I love that scene. It's so much fun. I'm not that big on Jason.
Just forget it, Vic. But I think you're really out of line.
I think you're really out of line, Vic.
He deserved to die, clearly, for saying that. He was telling someone they're out of line. He clearly deserved to get hacked.
I actually agree with Jen. That was
Whenever
one of
somebody
the
tells
best.
me that, I hack them up with an axe.
I actually agree with Jen because that was one of the best parts of the picture. When he hacked him up.
It really was. Why should it go sometime?
That was Suicide from Return of the Living Dead. That was Mark Venturini who played Suicide.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. I'm a major Return of the
Yeah,
Living Dead.
Miguel Nunez Jr. played Demon. He was in Return of the Living Dead as well.
Oh,
really?
Of course, Tom Matthews, who's in the next movie.
I think it was a solid film. You know, the fact, I think it's a good one. I think it's not the best one in the series. I agree with Monty. 8's the worst. 8's the worst.
No, 8 is not the worst. No. 7 is way worse than 8.
I love it. That was got one of the best kills.
He's on a boat.
No, it didn't. 7 does not have the best kills. 7 has the worst kills.
Oh man,
And that's because they were dude, 7 the reason why 7's kills are so bad is the MPAA stuck their hand all up and made them chop everything off.
Yeah, they got a little scissor hack.
You know? Yeah.
Child's place is not down anymore. It's off, Brad. It is off. Take back what
Yeah, 7. I'm sorry, but 7 is just the most boring of all the films. It's totally forgettable.
Last Weekend at Bernie's.
True.
How about Queenie? Queenie stuff.
Which one are we talking about?
Part 5.
Part 5.
Yeah, I don't really care. Agree. No, like Friday the 13th is not my series. Like, I like the beginning ones, but then they just sort of deteriorate over time, and I don't care. I know it's probably controversial to say that, but like that's the one series like out of all the slashers that I'm not.
No, that's
no, yeah.
Those are by far my favorite. Is the first two.
Hey, Quinny, I know CP. He would love this if he were in here.
All right.
Yeah.
He kicked my ass. Yeah, he would. He kicked my ass.
Yeah, CP's a huge Freddy fan. I mean, a huge Jason fan.
I mean, all the series, like all the major ones, they all have problems, right? But I just don't have as much interest in it. Like, I don't mind it. Like, it doesn't hurt me or anything. Part 5, it's just like you ask me part 5, and it's like, okay. It exists. It happened. They're more. I've been watching them with Ross and Ivan. Like we have a stream that we do every so often to watch them. So I start appreciating them a little more because I'm watching them again. But there's some of them that I just don't care. It's like, okay, it's just the same shit. Jason's gonna be risen back from the dead, and he's gonna kill people. I mean, like you can say that for all of them, really. But I just think that the Friday the 13th series is the weakest, in my opinion, out of all the series. But everyone has their favorite, right? Everyone has their favorite. I like Hellraiser. It's more interesting to me. I know it has problems. Oh, I know.
Oh, it has problems.
No big one. Very big.
That's okay, Queenie. I'm a big fan of Leprechaun, so it's cool.
Right? Oh man, people diss that one so hard, but it's such a fun series.
Oh, I know. I love that series though. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I love the Leprechaun series. It's fun. It's silly. It's just can't be over the top fun. That's why I love the Leprechaun series.
Yeah. Right, and I have more fun with like Friday the 13th if I don't take it too seriously. Just don't take it too seriously and you'll have a great time.
Wow.
I think that about all the major ones.
How about you, Jason?
I love part
Thoughts on
5.
part 5?
Yeah, I love part 5. Hey Jen, what's 2 pictures above your head?
What's the one picture? Which one is it?
Which one?
Which one?
Well, it looks like one is Psycho and the other one is the last house on the left.
Freddy versus Jason?
Halloween
Yeah.
5.
That was amazing.
It's right above you.
Agreed.
No. I love part 5. I think it bothered me when I was younger that Jason wasn't a part of it, but he does actually kill 2 people in a dream sequence, so
Yeah.
justify it that way, I guess. But it's just fun. It's just fun for me. I love the characters in it. I think they're so over the top. But yeah, I love part.
A lot of fun. Chocolate bar.
How about you, Dave?
Al. So.
It's been a while since Dave talked.
When I was a kid, I didn't like it because of the one thing. But as I got older, it's really the most brutal one. It's like the most mean-spirited.
Yeah,
the best.
Yeah, it is. Yes,
it really is.
It's the most like a horror movie, like really.
Jason's not doing them.
Or like an exploitation. It's the exploitation Jason.
Yeah.
The exploitation Jason station.
I know, because you have all the and the extreme violence and the.
Like one kill, he wanted Violet to get stabbed in the vagina.
Yeah.
They had to say no. Yeah.
Well, even the director said they were just trying to make a porno in the woods.
Yeah.
Danny Steinman is a porn director.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he did a damn good job.
God bless him.
Yep. He did a damn good job.
Yeah.
You asked me, the best scene in that movie was cut out because the actress was underage.
Ooh.
Which one?
Boo.
Who?
Yeah, Reckless.
How about you? How about you, Brett? What are your thoughts?
I don't hate part 5. I used to think it was the worst one in the series next to part 9. But when I rewatched them all again this last time when I did the reviews and then the ranking on them, I had a lot of fun with part 5. And I thought that the twist of Roy being the killer instead of Jason was unnecessary. They could have just left the mask on and it could have been Jason and nobody would have known the difference. You know. But it's not near the top in my opinion, but it's not at the bottom of the list either. It's a fun film. I had a lot of fun with it. I think that the guy that plays Tommy Jarvis is terrible. I didn't like him at all. I thought he was a terrible actor. I didn't like his the way he looked in the movie half the time. He was I know I'm going to do a terrible job of this, but he kind of looked like this throughout the whole movie. And I just
solid acting there.
I try, okay, yeah, and but I did have a lot of fun with it, and I thought it had a lot of really cool kills, and it was a lot of. I think the guy that played Roy, he could have been a really good Jason, just as Jason, and I thought he did a good job.
Yeah,
Tom Morga.
Yeah, Tom Morga. I can't remember his name right now. Sorry.
Well, Dick Wieand plays Roy, but Tom
He
Morga
also
plays
was Michael
the
in
killer.
part 4. It's the Bob Show. Just have to shout out. All right, guys. So the next one is: are we ever going to get another Friday 13th point? It's been 10 years now since Remake. It's like, I don't know, are we ever going to get one? And if so, what would you guys like to see? Monty?
I don't know if whenever when Paramount and Victor Miller ever decide to figure out what they want to do with the rights. I guess we have to wait until we find out what they're going to do. But if we ever do get one, I would simply like them to do a Halloween 2018, do a direct sequel from the original Friday the 13th. Ignore all the sequels and start from there.
How would that work, though?
Yeah.
Who would be the killer, though?
It'll be Jason.
How would that work?
It'll be an older Jason.
Yeah, I guess so.
It'll be an older Jason. Yeah,
I'd see
you,
it.
you don't have. You
totally
put it this way. You don't actually have to have it that far. You can have it to where it's in the 80s, and then you get up to at least by the 90s when Jason is at least 20 to 25 years old. You don't have to push it back as far as they did in the Halloween sequel. But
Jason was born in 1946, so he'd be like in his 50s.
Yeah, you have to make it so where Jason's not that old, so he's young. But that's what I would like to see them attempt to do that way. Just do a direct sequel from the original film.
That would be good, but only if they explained how he died, or how he was resurrected, or if he even died or not.
Yeah, you could do it where you could have it to where he never died. He's been living in the woods. Yeah, he's been living in the woods ever since, and he could do it that way.
I'd be down with that. I'd rather that than another remake. That's for sure.
Yeah.
No, with the way that the original ended, I don't see how they can do another movie like that. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying too.
It needs to come at least after 2, at least, if they're going to do it that way.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think too. Because he died, he was dead, so they'd have to explain that again. But I mean, I don't know. I'd rather that than a remake.
And see, I'm just the opposite. I think we should get a sequel to the remake. I still feel, and I know you're not going to like this, but I still feel that the remake is the second best movie in the franchise. In fact, honestly, it may actually be the best made movie in the franchise. It's just not my personal favorite. 6 is my personal favorite. Dude, that movie is good. The kills are great. It is shot amazingly. It looks amazing. The way Jason, everything about that movie is good. There was only one bad thing in that movie. That trend. No, the remake.
Oh, the remake. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I enjoyed the remake. I thought the remake was pretty good. I actually thought they did a good job of blending 1, 2, and 3 together in the remake.
Yeah,
but
it puts the first 4 movies all together.
I love it. I thought it was really good. I just don't think it doesn't have the 80s feel to it. It doesn't feel like a proper Friday 13th film. It was very good.
But I didn't mind.
I don't like that they started all over. I don't like that they wiped the slate clean. I like the fact that Jason.
And I still think that Derek Mears needs to come back because.
Yeah, he was good. He was
Derek
great.
Mears was hands down. Derek Mears was hands down the best Jason.
I agree.
Yeah, Derek is the second best Jason behind Ted White, and Ted White can't do it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm more of a CJ Graham man myself, but hey.
I get that.
Me too. I'm getting he doesn't get another one ever. Right?
As long as they don't bring Alice back, I'm cool. Alice sucked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she sucked hard.
Alice? From the first movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most boring final girl of all time.
He's dead.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I knew
Ginny
that.
was way better. I think Ginny, played by Amy Steele, was way better.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Alice wasn't a very good actor. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, the
what are your thoughts on that?
You know what I'd like to see? I would like to see, if we're going to do something like this, why don't we kind of do a prequel and get a story on Pamela Voorhees? I've always been very intrigued. I would like to know more about Pamela Voorhees.
And showed she got pregnant with Jason. And showed Jason's father, Elias Voorhees.
Yeah, but see the
Yeah, that's what I would like.
Let's see her struggling with
the thing about a prequel is that
like that.
But the thing about a prequel is that Pamela was a normal person until Jason died.
Yeah, there won't be a killer. Yeah, you're right. There won't be a killer. Like, there's not going to be a killer.
There's really nothing to talk about before he dies. I mean,
Elias Voorhees.
Yeah, but what about his dad?
Father. He could be the killer, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd like to have a backstory on these people. I would. I think it'd be very interesting done right. And obviously, if she flipped after Jason, but there might have been some unstable, wires crossed in her head that triggered it. But there might be. We could give her a really interesting backstory in the right hands.
It would be more of a psychological thriller than a full-on slasher movie.
Maybe. I don't know. Just depends on how. That. What about you?
Okay, here's my idea. Let's do Jason X2, Jason Boogaloo, where he's on an alien planet killing aliens.
Dude, I want to see Jason X. I want to see a follow-up to that.
No.
I want to see a follow-up to Jason X. Have you read those comics? Have you read the comics? They're awesome.
2.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, I wanted Jason killing alien teenagers on an alien summer camp.
I got you, Chris.
Sweet.
That'd be great. I love it. Our sequel to the remake, but mostly Jason.
So we need Todd. You like the first couple movies?
Yeah, I do.
Like it?
I do. I like the first couple.
Story.
Yeah, it was. They were good and they were classic, but yeah, that's about it. And again, Alice threw her. Fuck that guy. But yeah, I like that it was his mom at first who was doing all the killing. Like, that was cool. And she was really well done. Pamela Voorhees.
She's my favorite female movie killer.
She was great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is. She's just a psycho. Kill for mommy.
Kill her, mommy. Get her, mommy.
Get her.
Yeah.
No place to run. No place to hide.
Oh, so creepy.
I think the first movie.
Creepy.
I love
those suspenseful.
Feel when she's like, Jason should have been watched every minute.
He wasn't a very good swimmer.
What you did to him.
That young boy drowns.
Actually, you know who was also a great female killer and a slasher was Rebecca Gayheart in Urban Legends.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I think the first movie is pretty good. The first Urban Legends was all right, but I think the sequels kind of sucked.
You like the sequel better?
No, the sequel sucked.
Yeah. I was a little worried there. How about you, Jason? What would you like Friday the 13th movie?
I think there's a lot more to explore with Pamela, because when in the very first movie, when they're telling the backstory, they tell about the fires and how the water was bad when they tried to put them up. They could explore all that and have her eventually going off the deep end while trying to kind of make herself a normal townsperson, because people knew who she was. But with her doing all these things to get revenge for Jason, it would kind of lead up to the original film, because there is a gap there.
I've been wanting to see a prequel for years. There's a lot of potential there, I think. It might not be a killer until later on. It wouldn't be much of a slasher film, honestly.
Yeah, you could get away with doing things, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. How about you, Hellhound? So is that what you think they should do?
I wanted to follow Freddy versus Jason. I want to follow the original continuity. Jason's more interesting to me when he's been through all these things. He's been shot, he's been stabbed, he's been burned, he's been electrocuted, he's been cut up to pieces, he's been dissolved in toxic waste, he's gone to hell. I think it makes it more interesting the more he's gone through. So I want to pick up after Freddy vs. Jason, have it set in winter time, snow on the ground, a frozen crystal lake, Jason stabbing people with icicles.
Yeah.
I want Tommy
I would like
Jarvis.
to see a sequel to Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, that'd be great. Or Freddy versus, Jason versus Michael, even. But I'd love to see a winter setting. I'd love to see Tommy Jarvis return, either played by Corey Feldman or Tom Matthews. Either one would be cool with me. Have him have a final confrontation with Jason, follow the original continuity, and have like kind of an 80s feel to it. Now that 80s nostalgia is all the rage, it'd be the perfect time to make a Jason movie. Now that we have Stranger Things and It, and just 80s nostalgia is just all the rage right now. It's a hot item. So now's a better time than ever to make another Friday 13th, make a proper one.
Well, you know, Hellhound, you will probably get your wish seeing another Tommy Jarvis versus Jason, because guess what? I heard that they have finally greenlit Never Hike Alone 2, and that is going to be is the plot, is Tommy Jarvis
That's
versus
awesome.
Jason.
Oh, really? They're gonna make one?
It's pretty bad when the fans can actually make something people want to see in the.
Yep. As long as they make Never Hike Alone 2, I'm cool.
In the real movie.
Big time producers. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, that 60-minute movie was better than like at least 4 of the sequels.
You got that right.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
True.
They can't get out of their own way.
That would be awesome if they brought him on. If they brought Vincent DeSanti on to help with an actual film,
they should.
That would be pretty cool. He did a great job.
Because he's got some pretty good ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But prequel would be cool too. It just wouldn't be much of a slasher film. I'd love to see when Pamela first had Jason, when she was pregnant with him, when she met Elias.
Somebody wake Dave up.
Wake Dave.
Wake up.
Wake up, Dave.
Wake up, Dave.
So, is he really asleep?
Asleep. Yeah, he's talking.
He did. He fell asleep. I wonder what I'd
With
be
us,
hearing.
Dave, because you're next.
I can't believe you fell asleep, Dave. I was wondering, man. I was wondering what the hell I was hearing. I was like, why does it sound like somebody breathing heavy?
Was I snoring?
That's time.
Yeah, you were. I didn't know we were that boring, Dave. Damn.
Damn.
That says it all, Dave. That says
Are they
it all.
still?
Yeah, I guess that says it all.
Are they still doing where the LeBron James bought the rights to it?
He's showing interest in being a producer.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, I
And
think
so
we'll get
does,
another one eventually. Yeah. That's good.
Jordan Peele says he wants to do a Friday the 13th.
That'd
be cool.
Yeah. I do too.
I thought he wanted to do the Candyman remake.
He does. He wants to do that one too. In fact, I hear that one's already a go.
Yeah.
It's in
I don't know if it's for sure, but I've heard that it's a go.
Yeah, so have I. Yeah.
I'd like to see Todd Farmer and what's his name? Patrick something. The guy who did My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Yeah, Patrick Lussier.
Yeah, Patrick Lussier. Yeah. I'd like to see them do the next Friday 13th.
That'd be great.
They were talking about making a
quite
Hellraiser
bloody.
movie, too.
Yeah.
How about you, Bronco? What do you think?
Well, like I already gave pretty much my thoughts when I was talking with with Hellhound there, where we were talking about I'd like to see I'd like to see a sequel to the remake.
Damn it!
I've always felt I
put my Chainsaw 2
you don't have
VHS away already.
You don't have to put it back. Anyways, the thing about the remake is the thing that's really about the remake is the remake is almost just a sequel. It could almost just be a sequel.
That's what it should have been.
It's basically like it could have came right after 4 or right before 4. I mean,
yep.
When he dies, it could have just been another sequel.
Yeah.
It's got that feel to
I'd
it.
like it a lot better if it was. They could have still done it the
But-
exact same way. It should have just been a sequel.
I do like the way he got his mask in that better than I like the way he got his mask in 3. I thought it was more interesting.
Yeah, it
and it added a really cool kill.
Got it from that weirdo that.
Yeah, and I love when he actually like he puts it on and he looks at himself in the mirror and he kind of goes, and it's almost like he's saying, "Damn, I look pretty fucking intimidating," you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm ready to kick some real ass now.
But I like
So,
in 3 when he first has the mask and he walks away. He does that cool walk, like, yeah, I'm Jason. That was awesome.
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm
my favorite
Jason.
kill in 3 is when he uses the harpoon gun.
The spear gun, or harpoon, yeah.
On the string.
That's classic.
Yeah, you can even see the string.
Does not kidnap people.
I don't know, man. I don't. That was weird, but they were trying to play off that whole like think it's his mother kind of deal.
I think they were inspired by the end of part 2 when Jenny puts the sweater on. I think that's what they were trying to do. Something like that.
I do like the underground tunnels, though. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I do too. I love that.
It shows how
Reminded me of the
Jason can teleport, you know?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, there's another good movie with underground tunnels.
I just like that he was smart again. I didn't like.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like dumb Jason. I like smart Jason. I like Jason that
Me too.
that hunts people. I like Jason that uses a bow and arrow or something different, not always just the machete, you know?
Rambo Jason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I used to traffic.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
One problem I had with Remake
We're almost done.
like I didn't like all the stoner guys. It was just so stupid. I didn't like that. I didn't like that asshole guy, the blonde haired guy, you know.
The stoner guy was one of my favorite parts.
Trent was just there to die. We all knew he was going to die. It was going to be satisfying. You were supposed to.
I mean, is that enough? Is that enough for a character though? That they're so annoying, you want to?
No, I agree.
Die.
No, but you always have. They were trying to make those 80s stereotypical characters, and in those movies, you always had the one asshole. Like even in part 5, there was the guy that killed Shelly, or not Shelly. What's his name? That killed
Joey.
Crap, I forgot his name.
Joey.
The kid with the chocolate bars.
Joey.
There's always that one asshole character in those 80s movies, so you know.
Every 80s movies had a blonde haired bully with he was like a jock. He was like a football hero and he had blonde hair. And he always
Like
had,
Johnny from Karate Kid.
So we're going to fat camp. You know. It was either that or like one of the 80s, like one of the leather jacket clad greaser types with the slick black hair and the
Where do those guys come
New
from?
York accent. Every 80s movie had one, one of those.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be Judd Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you see the same guy play in Karate Kid. He played a bully in like 5 different movies.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like Back to School.
Yeah.
Back to School.
So I guess that's all we had for topics, guys. Anything you guys talked about off the cuff, you know?
I'm gonna miss these.
This may be our last one, but it's definitely going to be the most memorable one because we're all going to remember the time Dave fell asleep.
I was just doing ASMR.
I think you just watched the Child's Play trailer right before that, maybe.
He was watching Jeepers Creepers.
3.
The trash picture show says there's an army of paramedics going around as people and give themselves work.
In space.
In space.
In space.
Sorry.
Open water in space.
Oh my God.
Open water meets Jaws. It's deeply
Great
in space.
stream, guys. Thank you.
Well, Sean, if you ever decide to come back and resurrect it, I'm sure we'll all be willing.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe someday the horror hangout will return.
Yeah. We're like Jason, we'll come
You never
back.
know. You never know. It might come back like a Jason sequel.
It'd be in space too.
Yes, come back and
horror hangouts.
Maybe
in
we'll
space.
be broadcast from Apollo 13.
You know, this is where I came from. You know what I mean? Because see, I'm not that kind of girl. Where I would have got with a string just to make him mad. Nah, I'm not her. I was so
What is that?
Guys, for having me back when I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let's say we went out with a bang.
Hi, Gory.
Show yet.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that.
Hey, we got movie in the house. It's Gory B Movie. What's up?
Hey, Gory.
Hey, Gory.
Yeah, so Jason, say thanks so much for coming in the episode.
Thank you. Well, you guys.
It was great having you back. Jen and Christian, I want to thank you guys. You were a great addition to the group.
Love you guys.
Having you great. And so much, Queenie. It was nice to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me. This was really fun.
I know you had a lot going on with the women in horror stuff.
Yeah.
What else do you got going on with that, Queenie?
Well, I was going to do a stream today, but a lot of things went down, so I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Lisa, she has the Snowden thing happening, which is a bummer. I understand because that happened to me earlier in the week.
Yeah. I enjoy Girls Live thing.
Yeah, I did Freaky Girls last night. That was fun.
No.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Well, Monty joining us today, and I'm being a part of the.
Always enjoyed it very much, Sean.
You're the man, Mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hellhound, for being a great addition to doing the blood splatter trio. Great.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be a part of it.
Thank you, Dave. Now, Andra, and you being a yourself, you're a great addition to the team.
Thank you.
You bring a real good insight into the inner working horror films. And Bronco Jug opinions. And you well with your knowledge.
Hey,
Appreciate that, Sean. Thank you. Yes, sir. What's up, Jason?
I had to do it one more time. one more time.
One more time for the record. One
Well,
for the road.
all I gotta say is I'm gonna miss you on here, Sean, and like Michael Myers, the Blood Spatter Trio will never die, and we'll be waiting for you if you want to come back.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Right, 10 more. All right, guys, let's see you guys. And subscribers out there. Great run. We had a great ride, and I went to Mr. Digest who kind of started this idea going when he did the Google chat back in the day. At work, it went over to my channel, and then we kept it going. And really good job with it. And it's gonna be a shame to miss it. But it's been awesome. Thank you, guys. You and so you all. Peace out, everybody. Have a great
Much love,
night.
guys.
Have a great. We'll talk soon.
You too, buddy.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Queenie.